From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Mexico City Conquistadors. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down, 90 Wolf.
54 Mike. Hey man, watch the boost fire.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Five. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 22-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Saquon Barkley. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go.
On first down, Rodgers. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Ready? 15 yards.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground and shake 3 to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, wahoo!
From the 29, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On the double.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 9, check 9. Let's go.
Back to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Gibson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
50, plant, rock, rock, rock.
2nd and 11. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Topper!
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 16 yards, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a dump off here complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Check 31, check 30.
80 weapon.
Check 26, check 26. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Let's go, let's do this.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Go, get it.
2nd and 15. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You go night-night. Go night-night.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to 6-6. Pull it high.
Show it. Tight go.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
On the ready.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go. Mike 96, Mike 96. You ain't got nothing. Mike. Mike. Check 24. Check 24. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 82 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch. Ready.
He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out, and his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't real the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back now in Mexico City. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
Hey, 96 is coming. Boom. Cali. Don't let Cali. Check nine. Joker.
From the 22, Rodgers. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
50.
Rodgers now on first down. Well, this is caught by Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Back north. Go. 2 times. Bring it again.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
I'm going to run you over. Check on the 50. Switch. Over.
A first down carry for Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready, break. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. There.
Whip.
Yep.
Kill.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. Oh, look at that. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Wide, get wide.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.